Yeah, so did your character develop?
I don't think so, unless anyone can think of something.
I mean, I honestly feel like you were more patient.
I feel the opposite way. More impatient.
I mean, I think for me is when we were, like, all talking about going, you were like, alright, fine, let's go, but you didn't just do the thing where you're like, well, fuck you guys, and, like, go off by yourself.
That's true.
That's true.
You also
I
didn't
said,
chase
okay,
after
let's go
Horizon.
3 times, and then fucked off and went.
You were like, okay, let's go, rather than being like...
He did his same thing, you guys just happened to follow sooner.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I feel like he usually just goes like, fuck you guys, you're not doing what I want you to do, like, I'm gonna go do it, I'm just gonna do it myself. But he was like, no guys, like, let's go, like, let's take the unit and move it over here. And then we were having this conversation with this guy, like, he fucked off, but you're like, I'm gonna hear what you have to say and, like, be a part of this constructive conversation.
That's true, too.
So, which you
I
usually
want my
don't stick
sword.
around
Because
for.
Well,
Can I get my
no,
sword?
because once I left, once I saw him do it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to get a sword anyways. But usually I follow him because I feel like that's where a fight's going to happen. Either him or me. But I actually was interested in finding out what that dude had to say.
And you don't usually stick around for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, nobody's fighting, bye, this
Yeah.
is boring.
Let's go see if I can find a fight. Or
Yeah.
Star
I
Wars.
definitely think
Didn't
that you
fuck off. I couldn't leave him by himself.
I think you'd stay regardless because him offering or him equipping your guys.
So obviously everybody
It's
else
interesting.
You
was
set
seemed
that
to
up
be
within the first 30
particularly
seconds.
repulsed by what was going on there. Shiro
Not
very
bothered.
clearly, I think for the first time,
Did not give a single solitary fuck.
showed that he was not phased, he
Yep.
cared,
There was-
and in fact went back for seconds. Was like, "Can I have 2, please?"
Yeah, can I have 2 dead body swords? Thank you so much.
A very distinct line was drawn.
would
at
be
that
great.
moment.
Because I'm not sure if you've displayed your greed and like that
No.
much until now.
No.
And that was very clearly like
Yes, I'll take 2 of them, please.
You know I can triple wield, right?
One over deck.
I was gonna say
Also,
my
I
tentacles,
can-
but that works
It's
too.
probably a charm I could take.
I can also grow a
You can just
tail.
grow prehensile appendages, right?
Yeah.
Prehensile dick.
I think that was more of a more bonding with Ryzen over there because usually,
Just a little.
yeah, just a little bit, kind of going along there, and if it had come up, then like what was going on at the end, he'd be like, hey, there's terrible stuff going on there. Like, no, I want to go ahead and get that done now, and a little more of that impetuous and that aspect there.
yeah, I'll give it to you.
I pointedly, everybody's been thinking that I'm like a tree-loving hippie and such. I pointedly said we were going to take care of this guy to Horizon below,
I didn't think he was.
and then when he got to 5, I actually was ready to branch my blade and attack him. I've gotten to the point where I've never attacked another humanoid. I've only attacked wolves.
Killed you so
Humanoid.
bad.
Probably yes,
I would
showed-
have fucking loved.
but I definitely showed that I was
Like a
afraid
simple
against the fray,
monkey.
which is very unlike me.
Yeah.
That's true.
A fine pink mist.
Yeah, he
I'll
explodes.
So that one's around the table.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lean it this week. Small aside, do you play Essence 5 plus at Supernal abilities as Essence plus 1?
Essence plus 2.
Plus 2? Okay.
Yeah. So
Curious.
you would have access to Essence 7 craft charms.
Awesome.
So his dice pool is actually 15.
That's disgusting.
His dice pool is retarded.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Well, the base natural dice pool wouldn't change just because your supernal goes above 5 doesn't mean that your
You have to buy it still, right?
until your natural essence goes beyond 5, your ability and attribute caps
Stay
don't
at
go
5.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
until you're
you-
Essence 6, then it goes up to 6.
Yeah, unless you buy charms to make it happen.
Right.
But I believe one of the abyssal charms, if I'm recalling it correctly, it removes the cap for specialties, the cap of 3, and it becomes your cap of essence. So that's where he'd make up the difference.
Oh, wow.
Radical.
So
Well, he'd more than make up on the difference. He would gain a lot on
Yeah.
that.
That's a good
There's
charm.
a lot of different charms that will give you additional essences.
Especially
well, this one is additional because it's like additional ones up to your like whispers, and then also some other plus to that. It's like whispers plus 1 and extra specialties just because you fucking feel like it.
Mm.
And then it also opens the cap. I think the third charm. This says that's the second. I believe the third charm blows open the something like that. But it was awesome.
I know there's one.
Stunting!
There's one
Stunting!
craft
Who
that
stunted?
gives you
I did.
extra,
Boom.
Especially slots.
Who didn't stunt?
That's-
There's one in martial arts that gives you extra martial arts.
Exceptional.
I did. I got 2.
So anybody who just got 2 dice, just take it. And anybody who didn't roll, if they think they got a 2 dice stunt, let me know.
With my 2 dice stunt, stunting my training.
That was actually pretty cool. That was unexpected.
Just locked there for 3 days.
I
Just by
stunted.
2 fingers.
I stunted busting open the door in a way
That was actually pretty cool.
That was interesting, yeah.
I am
And I like the fact that I don't think you connected it with your other door busting tactics at all.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, dude, this guy really hates doors. I'm just like, it's inconvenient.
I don't like doors, they keep you out.
It's an entity that just manifests itself naturally.
The both of you don't like doors.
It doesn't like walls.
It's gonna
Oh.
make a man's where every single door
Nice walls.
opens
You got tents.
differently.
For anybody else?
Really, you're
Have
gonna
you
judge
seen
people
that
for not
Kerbal
liking
Space
doors?
Program?
Shame.
That was what I was thinking.
Saphir.
What's that?
To do with
You broke all the doors.
Oh my god, that's
Saphir.
right! I forgot about that.
inventive ideas or plans.
Alright.
The way that I was trying to find the back door.
Yep.
I did not Kamehameha the architect.
My counter argument is that was probably as much self-preservation as it was
How about
anything else.
okay? How about
I didn't
though?
know he was Essence 5.
How about when you were trying to get into the thing, you technically broke it, but he tried to break it in a way that it would be the least invasive and yet the most effective. He wasn't just like punch the thing. He was like, all right, I'm gonna like kind of.
Yeah, I could have just done like I spent 7 modes, the doors obliterated, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
He cheated by looking inside and then.
And then
still
went and
did
opened the door.
thing, Yeah.
He cheated, but he didn't just bust the door down.
The
Hey.
inventive, unique.
Still got
For
lead hacks.
for my character, when we were on the way to the place, instead of just doing my normal thing and just going for it, I asked, "What are we doing
He did.
when we get there?"
He asked somebody else for the plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true. Go ahead.
All right.
I almost feel like that would have been better for you for character development than whatever else you said.
We'll switch them.
Denthor?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah. Schemer in your description.
Yeah, I know, but like right now, there's only like messing with. I could scheme.
You found the back
Start
door.
using his skills to leverage your interests.
You found the back door, Dennis.
I was gonna say that.
Actually, so when I said,
Thank you.
"Are we all leaving?" You're like, "Sure." I assume that you stayed up on top of the tower to start making deals with him for yourself. Actually,
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you actually left with us too.
yeah, that's why I asked, "Is Shiro with us?" And you said,
Mm.
"Yeah." Just centipede feet.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I totally thought you were.
I'm
gonna
here
do
with my
something there.
centipede.
Redcon.
I like how that's a canon thing now too. Like he has centipede feet.
One of your forms is a centipede now.
All right.
For free.
FYI,
No, he's got a library of like
a billion.
I have a lot.
a
I have-
dozen and a half at least.
I have like either 3 or 4 in Heart's Blood.
Yeah.
I have Heart's Blood 3, which is a lot.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is a lot.
5 dots is 40 plus forms. So you're probably like
Five dots
20s.
is just an
Yeah.
arbitrary number of animals.
Mm-hmm. Distinct.
Not an
animals.
infinite, arbitrarily large. Because then.
It also doesn't have to be just animals.
Hey, you mind if we live here?
It could be people.
Yeah, but now you guys plan on leaving.
Yeah, but we'll come back.
But he made me fall down the stairs.
He did.
So now we have a base of operations.
Oh man, I should have used that for my stunt.
Shut up.
I was gonna offer that if.
Yeah,
if
go
you
ahead and
remember
take
that.
it. The plan came from let's take this place over to hey, you mind if we crash on your couch?
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we don't
It's
need
like
to
a
mess
couple
with
days.
him.
He's
Yeah,
got all
rooms
these-
open.
Got all these, yeah, he's got all these
Yeah.
levels.
There's
We can each
vacancies,
get our own floor.
right? That's scary. The jade switch from. Humans.
Yes, that was good. I like that. Everybody take a point for role playing.
Threat to the circle. Double yes.
Was there any combat, social, or otherwise?
Technically, no.
I could have been social dead a few times, but
I almost social
Nothing.
that Joe.
nothing.
I was almost in actual combat.
Actually, I think everyone almost social
We'll
with
get
everyone
there.
else.
Everybody was almost in combat.
I was gonna
But
throw
not
on my listener sway argument in just a second.
This guy needs to die. And then we
Makes a really good
Actually,
point.
no. He would have to say, "You need to die." That's
and then scene swipe to us like being absolutely destroyed.
We would be absolutely destroyed.
now. You guys would stand a fair chance because he's only the one guy.
Yeah, because we have oodles of motes just to throw at him.
that we don't respire.
We would
where
sacrifice the weakest link.
That doesn't mean you don't get overdrive modes. That doesn't mean that you don't get the 5 modes per round in combat.
You don't get like a reduction
No.
to it. It's just gone.
No, you still get that.
Okay.
You just don't respire naturally.
we are. Right.
So you don't gain modes
Because
back
when
by
you're,
sitting around
when
doing
you're
nothing.
fighting, you're not sucking essence from creation.
Mm.
You're sucking it from the fight.
Right.
Okay, I understand.
Like,
Now I understand the respiring thing.
Essentially, like, there's so much action happening that essence is just flowing wild.
And usually you get like 8 back an hour.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Okay,
in
now I
Shadowlands.
understand the difference.
Yeah.
Its own.
In Shadowlands and the Underworld, that does not happen for Solars.
And it's called respiring because you're literally
Breathing.
Right, you
Yeah.
literally breathe in the essence.
Um,
Breathing in the Underworld is like having asthma.
I don't need it.
I had that one.
So
I
everybody
have that,
take
it's
a
great.
point for extreme danger to the circle.
Yeah.
But where?
We're only in a shadow.
Or-
Yeah. Yeah. I'll buy it.
That's part of the equation.
And that's a great thing, too, is like in the game, you're like, she's not gonna do
She's
anything.
gonna fucking whip out the fucking guns and twirl around like Reaper.
She's gonna whip
Oh
out
my
her gun.
gosh.
She's gonna whip out her gun and like draw the form charm and be like, you're all getting fucking stabbed.
Die.
Just remember, I was on your side this time.
Oh, I know.
Like,
She
She's
admitted
just mad at everyone.
Most dramatic moment.
How about
the
a
countdown. It's the final countdown.
I was gonna say that, or the shitstorm that's about to be unleashed to this next session.
Oh, that'll be next time, don't
yeah,
worry.
I
that's
think that's next time.
Either way, we're all getting point for it because we're
Yeah.
all there.
Yeah, I would have to go with the countdown.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Because it was really dramatic with the two of us trying to be like, all right, we're gonna distract you, and him trying to deal with that.
That was actually pretty dynamic. Next, the jaw drop award.
Oh! Well, no one did that, but
Again, I would have to go to him with. Well, that's your next project.
Yeah.
That or
Yeah.
you ripped off my freaking tattoos.
I was actually gonna go with the ripping off the tattoos thing.
Oh, God, sorry.
I think because I was surprised out of game that happened.
The
Which
best
is
part here,
impressive.
Actually,
the best part
yeah.
there is because that was just a cool stunt that went wrong because
So
somebody
wrong.
mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did? That was you?
You're welcome.
Thinking back on it,
Joe.
I actually do remember
It
going,
was
oh
happening.
shit.
What was
So,
happening?
technically.
It was going to happen. That came up here too. We had the same thought.
Oh, did we?
You said
You
it
were
first.
just quicker on the draw.
Yeah.
It's
What-
Luke's exalted
What
curse.
did you
Yeah.
what did you
He is
draw?
half a step behind where he knows he wants to be.
When somebody said, "Oh yeah, that's actually canon," I was like, "Oh no,
No!
I put it back.
traditionalist, not good."
Put it back.
Yuck.
It's
I
just
do.
ashes.
Bunch of charred flesh and ink.
But again, I think that was something that we were all there to witness.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we all get
Sure
a point.
was.
Boom.
And start of the game.
Falling down every single stair.
Yeah.
Would anybody like to refute that with their own stunt of the game?
I made a
You
compass.
calling upon your ancestors to figure out the connection between the bodies to the soul's location. I believe that
made
was-
a compass.
I believe that was also a 2-dice stunt as well.
Upstairs.
Out of the
I just need
stairs.
to throw something out there. It is actually impossible for me to fall down a flight of stairs.
Unless you enact a charm.
Because technically
Ungraceful
Graceful Grand
Grandstance.
Stance is active all the time.
I would have to I would have to uncommit a charm. I was so startled.
Your question threw him off so much that it deactivated a charm. I think that would have to go to both of you on that one.
He was chasing me down the stairs, so
I was
he was
gonna say, I
there.
really think that should be a
What was the
two-parter
question
there.
you asked him?
Hey, do you mind if we live here?
I think this is one of those cases where this was a shared stunt because just falling down the stairs isn't great, and just chasing somebody while they're falling isn't great. But
But the way it happened together.
like
And
the worried dad waddle down the
Yeah, like,
stairs.
oh!
the question itself was so casual too because he was already heading out.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like,
like,
"Oh,
oh, can we
here?"
live here? And doesn't even wait, and he just keeps going.
It was like a good scenario altogether.
You guys can each take a point.
Synergy.
Who made progress towards resolving a defining intimacy?
I'm gonna say that I did.
I think so
Helping
as
your
well.
demons
Because-
and shit.
Yeah, because I'm surrounded by dead things and spirits and an abyssal and some guy who's probably coming back for bodies.
And at the very least, you're on the trail of somebody who has very powerful magics.
Yes. Like somebody who built that furnace. Who the
Right.
fuck are you?
That's some. That's some cool sorcerer.
You're like, I bet you know the magic that I need to do the things that I want to do.
I'm
I was
actually
thinking
at
about that.
Marama's Fell, that thing that I told people that I was going to go purge and stuff, and I walked out successfully.
We walked out of a room.
Going
Oh,
to
we're currently walking
You
out.
fell down the stairs.
Well, you're
Okay.
trying to walk out. You're not going
be,
to.
pending not getting murdered, we're going to be able to leave the Fell successfully, which is not something that anybody who set out to purge the Fell has been able to do.
As long as you go with me to purge the bodies when I tell you to, you'll be fine.
You are actually doing heroic things.
Mhm.
Touche, Ben. That's a good point.
Uh,
I know what you're gonna say. Go on. Presumably, go. Go do your thing.
I've implanted the idea of my men being such an important part of this that he argued or brokered a deal to equip my men without me having to say anything.
That's true.
And on
Wow,
reverse,
that's even better than us.
I would say that I've acquired a Don's army to protect my land, possibly be a buffer against the
Army is
Bulls.
a pretty strong word.
It's a very strong word.
It's a
The person who's obviously been actively.
I will actually give that to both of you.
Like,
Oh,
This is.
Yeah.
did you tell him about that thing?
Not yet.
What did
Okay.
you think I was gonna say?
You make him do that thing, like.
I was
Yeah.
similar aspect. Yours was still better about the fact that your mercenary company that's going to be coming, trying to span the world, is going to be outfitted with
Oh,
That
whatever insane
They're gonna
weapons
go
are
into
coming out.
Morales
Finest
spell where
mortal weapons
mortals
that they could
don't
ever
go
yeah.
to get dead people weapons.
Well, if they follow the trail
Either
from
that or
Whitewall
just
and then
like a
take 10
tape
mile
or just whatever.
detour,
They
it's
just
not
need to
that
get
bad.
on the road
Well,
and
right,
tell
but
that
it's
one.
not bad.
Normally, like artifacts made of jade are like jade with some metal alloy. These are going to be the opposite because your men can't wield artifacts because they can't commit motes.
Right.
They wouldn't be
But-
able to lift them, technically.
Yeah. So it's
There
gonna be-
are some artifacts that technically that mortals can wield because they were made that way, but that's
Plasma tongues.
Yeah.
Huh?
Plasma tongues.
well, talking about melee weapons.
There's armor too, isn't
Which
the
melee weapons do it?
Gosha armor?
I was
Guns,
looking through
yeah.
a list of exalted weapons, and there are a couple on the wiki that can be used by mortals.
You have to just like commit willpower or whatever.
I didn't look too deep into it because it wasn't what I was looking for.
Maybe we could get the guy to create projectile knives, like the Russian.
Ballistic
I
knives.
thought the ballistic
Ballistic
knives.
knives.
Um,
Self-loading.
Dennis?
Oh, yeah, I probably should.
We're not doing a whole lot with fair folk.
Not
What
this
is,
side of the
what
road.
is your motivation?
I mean,
Or defining agency, excuse me.
To consume the form of a fairfolk prince, right?
Yeah.
Or fairfolk noble.
I mean,
We're a lot closer to the wild than we were. No, we're not.
No.
Yeah, that's where I was
we
trying to
went
go
as
to.
far away from his goal as could be while still maintaining somebody else's goal.
tried.
But just throwing this out there for you,
We turned around.
Dennis, because I got your back. Assisting someone in their goals with your conniving mind will clearly assist in the pursuit of your own goals. Once this has been at least dealt with at least a little bit.
I feel that on top of that, getting somebody to make you weaponry to successfully harm or be more effective at harming the Fairfolk.
Didn't happen.
He probably can, if he connives with the guy, he could be like, oh, I got you this better material.
We're
You
trying
make me
real
something
hard
with
for you,
it."
man.
Yeah, here's some flecks of silver that you can throw in there too. Maybe some cold iron, please.
Yeah. You have a tool at your disposal now.
Also, here's a dragon.
I got you this.
I patched out of that ruby that you have.
Make it into something I can wield. He just puts like a...
So, told the people we were going to spell to purge it, and we went into it, and we're doing the thing and leaving.
We are actively, and especially next time, you're gonna fucking send those dead bodies to reincarnation.
Yep,
You're gonna
already
do
did.
it, so there you go.
Started working with the pits, and we're going to do the other thing, and yeah.
I'm looking forward. Yeah, go ahead, take it. I'm looking forward to the first time that you eat a ghost in front of him and he loses his shit.
Oh.
We're gonna have a discussion. It's only if it's like really, really threatening. Especially because I don't actually know off the top of my head like what ghost eating technique looks like.
It looks
But-
like the ghost exploding into your anima.
Okay.
Like they cease to exist and they become a part of your essence.
Yeah,
That's cool.
they have the elements
That's
of their
not
being
nearly
still
as
in your
cool as
anima.
that.
It's really
I
gruesome.
literally
Until all
imagine
the
like
votes that
doing
you
like a
gain from using
snake
them
jaw
discharge.
and just like Death Eatering the ghost like into my body.
That's exactly what I
That's
pictured
how I see
as.
it,
Basically, just like like fucking,
Oh, mine's way
Like-
creepier. Mine is like they
just like
exploded their
fucking
essence and
choke
it's one of those,
slamming a ghost, like just grabbing it by the throat and be like,
Yeah.
fucking.
No, I get what you mean.
eating them, sucking them
Yeah,
up.
that's how I had
Yep.
envisioned
Like
it.
eating a fucking crawdad or something.
Yeah.
Fucking, you snap them in half, eat the little bit, and then suck the insides out.
That is
That's what I see.
gruesome.
So, questions, comments, complaints, concerns.
What was
Nada.
the thing?
You need to buy Righteous Lion
Oh,
your Righteous
yes.
Lion Defense.